Uh-huh. What's up, man? Good morning, man. It's your boy Triple BLACK, aka the number one stunner, aka the boss, aka three black hearses. It's murder. Anyways, man, I wanted to do a quick YouTube video, man. I just didn't haven't really been commenting on this whole black dude getting killed, and this morning I saw a video somebody made, and it was about Gail King and some of the fake outrage and things like that that he perceived it to be, which I think some of it is true. And the thing about it is growing up as a black man in America, um, it, a lot of the stuff that we saw, like the guy getting harassed by the police and end up dying. How many of us been in that position? I'm 39 years old. I mean, fortunately for me, I escaped that, the death or arrest and all this type of stuff. But I mean, how many times have we seen that thing, that very thing that that you just saw, uh, front and center? I mean, we haven't seen it to that grave extent, but how many times you've seen, somebody getting arrested, for whatever thing, and then they're getting roughed up. They're getting roughed up. They're getting beaten. You know how many times this bullshit happens, and nobody even sees this shit. A lot to a lot of people, in the different hoods in America, this is fucking normal. This is normal. It just happened to be caught. You don't know why some of these guys go so goddamn hard with people. And you know what? And the thing about what I hate so much is we live in this system. We'll call it. I mean, I'm not going to use that term. That this shit right here gets dismissed, even by our culture, even by our women, even by our whatever. If he doesn't die, if that guy didn't die, this shit would get dismissed. That's dismissed as, oh, you know what? Oh, you shouldn't have been doing a crime. You should have been doing whatever. You know, these people that have a badge, somehow, their little, 50,000, 60,000, fucking $1,000 that they make a year fucking gives them a license to think that they fucking God. That's fucking crazy, huh? Like, I mean, that right there, that picture was the, I can't even say the antithesis, the peak of what you call white dominance, where you got the foot, like your fucking knee, on the black man's neck. And how dare you as a black man say anything a fucking about it? You know what I'm saying? And I was just thinking about some, situation that I got in, even with my own, person. That what's crazy about that shit is, what was so fucking crazy about that shit was I had to get up out of that. But there was a situation where my fucking son probably could have watched me fucking die in front of him. Seriously, probably could have watched me die in front of him, all because of whatever. And I ain't do a goddamn thing. I ain't put no hands on you. I didn't do a fucking goddamn thing. But anyways, this shit happens all the fucking time. It happens more than you fucking think. Like right after that shit, there's probably some fucking hood in America where there's fucking some police dude roughing up some guy, for arrest or shit like that. You gotta understand, man. Some of these, like, when some people go into certain professions, and I'm not saying for everybody. Like, for instance, when you have a person that's mentally think that they can help them fucking selves, you know, or they want to exercise some shit. A lot of people that, for instance, got small man syndrome, or were bullied or whatever, they go in the police force. Because they're reliving that. They want to make amends for that shit. You know, and the thing about it is, the when you know the history behind police, and we got to be very honest about it. We come this system is, I mean, the whole slave catcher narrative is the police. You know, and if you look at, like, the tradition of the police, the fraternal order, and all this type of stuff, it's a very dirty, racist past. You feel me? It has the DNA of just complete racism, subjugation, and all this type of stuff. Um, the thing about it is, every time that, you know, this narrative of being the angry black man gets pushed upon us. You feel me? It's like, oh yeah, you're just an angry black man. Nah, a lot of the stuff that you're talking about don't really apply, because you're just an angry black man. You know how many fucking times that fucking Corona, was it Central Park? I've encountered Central Park Karen. You know how many times? I don't know. You ask any, like, motherfucker getting on the phone or calling some policeman, or calling the law, just because they felt like they can, that you were black, they whatever. You know how many times Central Park Karen we've encountered Central Park Karen? You know how many times? My God, I can't even count how many times. Sometimes it's on a daily occurrence. When we were kids, we were riding bikes, or being around the wrong neighborhood. Next thing you know, the police come. Or teenagers. Next thing you know, we're all on the ground. We're getting all questions and stuff like that. Or somebody gets roughed up by the police. You know, and it's the thing about it is the dismissive nature. Like, had this guy, just let's say he survived. Let's just say he survived and he didn't die. There would have been so many people on. Wouldn't he probably have? I mean, a lot of people would have shit to say. A lot of people would have been like, "Oh, he shouldn't have been in that position. He shouldn't have did this. He shouldn't have did that." Come on, man. This is fucking you are not, when you're not God. You're not God. You don't get to choose whether or not a person, you put your hands on. I mean, I understand, like, police have a job to do, but that right there was so fucking egregious, you know. And that is the consequence. So you pay a motherfucker $50,000 to $60,000 a year and give them fucking training to act like God? Get the fuck out of here, man. Somehow you got a fucking key to heaven just because they give you a motherfucking badge. How in the fuck? You got fucking cops that are on fucking dope. They buy dope and they on dope, and then you got motherfucking, and then those same motherfuckers arresting people. Get the fuck about, and then we're angry black men. And the thing about it is, one of the things, fucking Owen. You know what? Anything that you hear from somebody like that is fucking par for the course. It is par for the course. That's the crazy thing. That is so par for the course, because you're gonna, in life, it's like you're gonna have those people. And I hate to call her the derogatory name of, well, fuck it, I'm gonna call her anyways. But that right there proves to you they do exist, man. Those those bed witches. They do exist. She, after all that shit happened, she said that blacks or something like that happened, like a bunch of untamed, chimpanzees or some shit like that. But anyways, but that's I mean that's just what it is, man. You got to live with it. You got to live with it. I mean, we are in a world where we are completely being dominated. We are completely being subjugated. We're completely being just over the head. We're just completely being. Yeah, the the craziest part about the, these like this whole situation is how how often it happens. That's the first thing, and the second thing is like how much lack of support that we have, that we get, or the lack of benefit of the doubt that we get, as black men in this country. This shit happens like more often than you think. The only thing is, it falls on deaf ears, and that's one of the most frustrating parts of that. It it falls on deaf ears. You know what I'm saying? It's like we have to. Let me see. How do I say this? Well, I mean, we a lot of times we gotta proof this shit. A lot of times the proof is on us. It's not on anybody else. It's on us. Like we gotta prove that that we're being treated differently, and everybody and their mama can see it as plain as day that we're being hunted. it, but anyways, man, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I'm just getting to the employment place, and man, make sure you guys check out my page, man, and subscribe to it. All right, I'll let you boy.